if I'm always having to read off a script
Yeah.
or having to get into character, I might feel, because that's not naturally me, I might
Yeah.
have challenges around that.
Yeah.
Whereas if I'm coming back from rugby and in Limele, and I go, yo, guys, yeah, I'm shy, yo.
Yeah.
I can be real because
Yeah.
that's just what happened, you
Yeah.
know, or I'm with my kids and I'm busy trying to talk about something that's happening. And all of a sudden, one of them opens the door, Baba, can I have some Cocoa Pops? Like
Yeah.
at the same time,
Yeah.
like, you see, this
That's
is real.
real
You know, I
life.
don't have the privilege of editors.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that I don't have that. And it becomes more genuine with that. I don't have a set time that I upload. I don't have a set day. You know, if I feel like now in the car after this, I just want to just take something off my mind, I get to take my camera out, speak,
Yeah.
upload, and then continue my day.
Yeah.
So the being authentic to me has been the ultimate ace in the back pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you think, because a lot of that, you were authentic, but you also had to be consistent.
Yeah.
So how did you, where's that balance? Because yes, even if it happens here and there, what is your top tip in terms of being consistent with the content? Because it's different things. It's your kid today, it's gym tomorrow, it's that tomorrow. Where do you think is the real gem in the consistency?
Because it's you. Like, it's you. You know, when people say that cliche line, Guti, when you do something that you love, you don't have to work a day in your life or something like that. I think if it's you, if you love cooking, and that is who you are.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to become consistent in terms of the content around that space. You know, if you love watching soccer, then it's easy for you to make. But the moment it goes too far out of your personality, I think then the job element starts coming in and it
Yeah.
starts taxing and taking away. Whereas if it's a genuine hobby, I have friends that are gamers.
Yeah.
I was like, boy, just put like a camera there and just every time
Just
you go
game.
on. Because you do this every day.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, the streaming, that online space is huge.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's that. If people want to be consistent, find things that speak to you that you're doing value on the daily.
Yeah.
I'm with every now and again you want to take your kids back to the hospital, but like, you know.
Not to the
but
not even to their grandma, just to the hospital.
the
So they
grand-
must
the-
go all the way back.
Gogo unabo endlini,
Yeah.
cabanga.
So all the way back.
No, they must go all the way back. We must
Back
reverse.
to sender.
Back to sender, back to
I-
Jesus.
I-
Anyway,
I
but
hear
like,
you.
because they hear, you
Yeah.
know, and they talk and they go through kids things, you know,
Yeah.
and so I get a chance to take little cute videos, you know, because I was saying, come photo album,
Yeah.
so we might as well take videos,
Right.
and instead of me paying X amount to keep it on the cloud,
Right.
I can put it on social media
Just
for
put it
free
on social media and just
and just store it there,
got you.
pull it when I need it.
Let's talk about what you feel is the importance of the monetization part. So this is a perfect segue because it's not your 9 to 5, but khona ama coins nyana okungenayo. Okuncane phela siya-
nami ngikwazi ukuthenga i-roll on.
Yeah. Ukuchuphisa kwasiyami, just
Ngithenge nami into
ukubambisa.
yokugcoba,
Yeah.
yabona.
So let's talk about the monetization. Do you feel like, just in your opinion, the creator economy in South Africa specifically, ukuthi the monetization is where it needs to be? If not, how can we get
Yeah,
there?
it's definitely not where it needs to be. I think there's a lot of variables around that. So first and foremost, let's just look at it from a media point in terms of brands. Brands are still looking for a traditionalist or traditional roles, you know, because going back think back in Simunye and you had those presenters.
Yeah.
They're still looking for a certain personality.
Right.
You know, and fortunately or unfortunately with social media, we get to see everything about you. Whereas if you were just a presenter on a show,
Yeah.
that's all we knew.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't know about your family. We didn't know about things that you did in the dark. We knew nothing about that. So I think from that point, brands still go to like the same 5 creators
Right.
all the time.
Yeah.
You know, if we want a mom influencer, we've got our 3. You know, if we want a lifestyle, we've got our 5.
Yeah.
If we want a gym person, we've got
Yeah.
and they keep going like, and there's so many amazingly talented individuals that, you know, have huge followers. You know,
Yeah.
like you look at on TikTok, for example.
Yeah.
You know, where brands are still skeptical and a bit scared to work with them. So they just go to the tried and tested. So you have guys that sing, guys that are comedians that
Yeah.
are struggling to get any bit of funding or money
Yeah.
from the space. And some of the platforms obviously also don't have a proper rev
Right.
share, you know,
Yes.
like I don't know about how monetization works on TikTok.
It's not monetized yet in South Africa.
It's not. So, but I know with the lives, you can get, guys can
Yeah,
get you
but
little,
like the coins and
you
the
know,
stuff. Yeah.
and the same, I think, with X as well. It's such a challenge, even on Instagram.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. I know, Guti, you can now have subscribers on your channel.
Yes.
You know, but in terms of just getting paid to upload content, it's not there.
Yeah.
You know, so you now have to heavily rely on brands.
Mm.
The one platform that is doing a phenomenal job in comparison to would be YouTube.
Right.
You know, where again I upload once I get whatever the criteria they need, then I start earning from those platforms.
Mm.
So I think from a monetization point, for now, it's very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Very, very difficult. Podcasting, very few people are actually living off podcasts. Again, just in terms of the revenue that YouTube shares with you,
Yeah.
plus the cost. You know,
Yeah.
there's also a barrier
There's a
to
cost
entry.
involved, yeah.
You know, people don't understand how much it costs for the mic and E1, you know, the editing, you know,
Yeah.
you're paying for an hour here, studio space,
Right.
you know, and if you're making 15,000 Rand a month off your views, and then you still have to pay for all the editing and the equipment and that,
Yeah. You're not.
you're left in the negative type
Yeah.
of thing, you know. So
Yeah.
I don't have real solutions as yet because we don't own these platforms,
Yeah.
nor do we own the brands.
Yeah.
You know, so I think what we can do in the meantime is just create ourselves as the brand, and you have the voice.
Yeah.
You know, much like let's just say a Facebook having 10 million uniques a day as an example.
Yes.
If you can say, I as Upensin have a reach of 2 million, you know, across my social platforms, then you the platform.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
then you can then start having those discussions. So
Yeah.
it's a challenge, and I hope that someone way smarter than me can come up with a solution.
Yeah. With that said, though, how do you think creators can make or build stronger partnerships with brands? Because a lot of people are trying to get to the Coca-Colas, are trying to get to the, you know, those kind of brands. What do you think, just from a creator's perspective and an authentic kind of just raw creator perspective, how can you build those strong partnerships?
So you start off by following Miss Rose on Instagram, SMS her on 076.
Yo, yo, that escalated quickly.
Real quick.
Woo.
You know, but it's tough. It's like, you remember back in the day when people were like "Bafuna ukumodela" or something like
Yeah.
that, and you're not part of an agency. You
Yeah.
want to do ads and you're not part of an agency because there is those barriers, you
Yeah.
know. So outside of the talent scout finding you, because now you've created a profile that has X many people.
Yeah.
It's really, really difficult because
Yeah.
are you going to send emails to these influencer agencies, you know? Because the market is saturated in terms of just pure numbers.
Yeah.
You know, I would again go to my previous one where I say, work on just building your brand, you know, and then within that, it's weird how the world works because then you start attracting, you know, energies, you know, you start attracting people that start following you and you're
Yeah.
like, this person's actually got a, who's this person?
Yeah, ubani?
Oh, I just follow a celebrity like,
Yeah.
England, low.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
And
how
you don't know whether to keep your voice or to change or
You
switch it
know.
up or umenzise
And next
or
thing,
something.
yeah, but next thing they like a post, you're like,
Why?
I remember ngisambuka lo sisi
Yeah.
generations manje siyangifundisha ngubani
Yeah,
mina, you
yeah.
know, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in certain spaces because I'm very privileged that brands do now reach out, you know, from a parent campaign or whatever because of the stuff that I'm loading and because of the reach that I can now get to.
Got you. What do you think do you think it's important for content creators to have management?
To have?
Management.
Yeah, it's the Wild West right now. It's the absolute Wild West. For example, the one that I'm tripping over is the monetization. Because again, we need financial resource to continue the
Right.
job that we're doing. So maybe at some point it might loosen, but for now, because again, there's so many people have no idea
Yeah.
what happens behind the curtain. So they might see the post, Cheetah is now advertising for this client or this brand, but they don't know what's happening behind the curtain. They don't know which media agency that you went to. They don't know which management has, you know, and all of these people that we're seeing as these creators, these are now aligned with
Yeah.
a manager or an agency, or because they try to do it by themselves and they realized how challenging it's been.
It is.
Much like the actors or the speakers, these big guys, they all have managers that try and manage that. Because doing it by yourself, one, you're gonna get taken advantage. One, you don't know where to go.
Yeah.
Two, you're going to get taken advantage of. You know, like you're gonna be finding yourself, Guti, they booked a campaign on Instagram, you know, but now you're posting across all these other platforms, and then you're also doing activations, and then God, you're only getting the Instagram money.
So let's talk about how do you then find the balance? For example, some of the brands, maybe they are lying to you,
Yes.
but the brief is
Doesn't.
not make sure.
Okay.
So how do you balance your authentic voice and what the brand is thinking that's their authentic voice?
Yeah, I think that's a tough one because I've experienced something like that where the brand came. We love the brand, you know, it's so fun. Like everything was fine. The
Yeah.
problem was then the client seems like they didn't have, you know, like you do something out of your own self. When I reshoot,
Yeah.
just know that cut, I'm breathing.
Yeah.
Yes. So at first, yes, you'll shoot, you'll show your authentic self, and
Yeah.
the brand is like, I want you to say this.
yeah.
So now you are taking me out of who
Yourself,
I am,
yeah.
and you're giving me a script that I'm
Yeah,
supposed to
ish.
read. It's difficult, and mostly when you already signed the thing, you just need to just do it and
Kids,
let it go.
you must read the terms and conditions.
we do.
And then what happens?
We just
And then the
because I
brief
know,
surprises you.
yeah, the brief surprises you.
I think
But-
you've said an important thing. Don't lose your chain of thought. You've said an important thing is that research, and I
Yes.
preach research on here. But I think if you dig deep enough, sharp, maybe there's those handfuls that will really surprise you,
Yeah.
like where they ask you to do strange things or whatever. But if you do enough deep research, for example, you go back to the kind of stuff that they put on their website,
Yes.
and even compare the television commercials.
Yes.
Then when you see the advert
Yes.
versus what you do on social media, just leave a little room. Just open a little bit of space for them when they say, no, we want you to stand behind the counter. And you're like, what? I don't do that. That's not
don't
my
do
content.
that, yeah.
So I think research is actually very, very important. How do you think that, have you seen some of that stuff, when a brand maybe asks you to do things that are not authentically you, how it affects your engagement? Because people obviously resonate with
Yeah.
your content. So how do you find that balance?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Because another thing, like for example, I'll go back to the fact that sometimes we take campaigns without knowing the brief, right?
Yeah.
I had one where I was supposed to dance. I remember Bongani, he's my videographer.
Yes.
We had a
We love
rough day.
Bongani. We had Bongani. Love him so much.
We had a rough day shooting this campaign because I was so mad that why would you put me in such a thing when you said you went through my Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
and
never
now-
danced.
Yes, and now you to put me in, you wanna say, okay, when you're dancing, change clothes.
But I don't dance.
But I don't dance. And then when I posted that,
Oh, I
saw,
remember. I might have booked you guys on something like that.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think I might have. So you say that there might have been a campaign and. Okay.
Rose.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I think for me,
Yeah.
particularly, so it was a travel campaign. Again, also, I probably won't mention the names, but it
Yeah.
was a travel campaign, and we wanted to do transitions between like either different seasons or
Yeah.
different cities.
Yeah.
You know what? I remember Whitney. I'm sorry. I remember her being like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, Kopali transition." And she's like, "Me."
Exactly.
Ah,
Guys,
okay.
and also you said you love my stuff. What do you
Yeah, and
mean?
that's not what I do.
And people
Yeah.
do see because they do comment and be like,
What's going on?
and also you will see how people are not fully engaging
Yeah.
with your stuff because it's not who you are.
Yeah.
And Luana, you can show because some of the things like dance, I cannot pretend. Guys, I cannot pretend.
Yeah, yeah.
Give me clothes. Let me transition to something. Let me fly them over. It's fine.
Because one thing about this
Let's do
girl,
that.
she will
It's-
transition. The other day, I
yes.
was like, man. You can't even see. Is she in the house? Is she in the passage? Where is she
will
going?
see.
Yeah.
And I'm happy doing those.
Anne,
Yeah.
tell me about how you balance. I've been asking you so many questions about balancing, but like making sure that like your audience, enjoy. Okay, the balance between you doing what you enjoy doing and what your audience says they enjoy.
Okay, I believe now they enjoy my fashion
Now, ne?
content. Yeah, because most of the stuff, when I post fashion, I try to post something that a lot of people are not wearing, so
Yeah.
that people can see. Because I'm one person, when I shop through a whole doll. So I will go to maybe Mr. Price. If
I thought I was the only one. I feel so much better. You see, when a fashionista is saying it, I feel
Yes.
so much better.
Yes.
Because one thing about me, I don't know how to dress. Like, guys, let me tell you, you see the clothes that I've been wearing on this podcast, I saw it on a mannequin like this.
Yeah,
I'm
give
like,
me a lift.
kopa hempe kopa borokgo bo, kopa ditlhako tse, ordinary ditlhako tse, I'll make it work. I don't know how to dress.
I literally will undress the doll.
Really?
Because I want the whole outfit. Yeah, that's how I shop. So I believe that I want people to see themselves through me wearing it. So you don't
Yeah.
have to go and make a mistake in the
Yeah.
shop. So just see and say, oh, it's gonna fit me or not.
Yeah.
So yeah, they love it. They engage well, and they be like, oh, I'm gonna wear that. What
Nah.
time? Yeah, I didn't know that works.
Anne,
Yes.
the other day I saw you wearing ties.
Oh,
I will just leave it. Those times, I was like, this is. I'm like, so the way that my body is set up.
Oh.
Maybe
No,
the
no,
saka
no, kasi
tuku,
it's-
goba
when you're
ditukwana.
cutting
Yeah.
one.
Ke tla o shapa. Or dituku or something. We'll figure it out. Tell me about when you're stuck. Where do you find inspiration?
Pinterest.
Guys, God bless Pinterest, for real, for real.
Like,
Whoever started Pinterest,
Pinterest.
you are the girl.
Pinterest.
We appreciate
and I
you.
also go through like some fashion gailies
Yeah.
and see, but not all of them. Like I love the type of fashion,
Yeah.
but some I do. I'll go through and see if I can put stuff together. So watching it actually like unblock my
unblocks,
creativity
the
sometimes.
creative juices. No matter how many TikToks I look at, I have a whole Pinterest board full of
Yes.
beautiful women dressed beautifully.
Everyone.
I can't put it together. I can't figure it out. But you know what? I'll figure it out. So let's talk about deeper than what you see in terms of let's talk about your inspiration. What keeps you going, especially through mental health. As a content creator, always having to be transitioning and smiling and you working and you know there's a lot happening. How do you navigate that?
For me, God,
Ne?
yeah, because
Shout out Jesus Christ for
Shout
real,
out to
for
God.
real. Yo.
because I feel like I used to have a lot of my body will decline.
Yeah.
Because I have like a 9 to 5. Now I have school, now I have content creation. And all these things need attention because I don't want to leave any of
Yeah.
them. So I will literally tell God how I want the whole thing to go.
The whole thing to
and
go.
it always works out for me.
Yeah.
Right? Because when I have to do my fashion content, when I have to do my work and when I have to do my school, I put my 100% in everything.
Yeah.
That's when I know that that's beyond my own ability. Because
Ane?
I sleep,
Ah.
guys. Like I was telling you.
No,
I was
because she said she
sleeping
was
today.
sleeping before she came here. I almost
No,
got mad, but I didn't.
was-
I can't. Jesus Christ stepped in and said, "Don't be mad.
Don't
She's
be
just
mad. I was
she's just a
sleeping."
baby girl." Because what do you
Yeah.
mean she sleeps? I wish I could sleep.
Yo, I
But no, I hear you. I think what advice would you give to creators in terms of trying to find that balance? Because obviously, I think people really get stuck in it, especially when it's maybe your main source of income or
Yeah.
your extra source of income that you really, really need on top of your main source of income. But like really finding the balance, because like mental health is really real
It is,
around
yeah.
creators, especially because most creators are introverts,
Oh, yo.
including Nina.
Yo.
One
We
thing
are
about
fun on
me,
camera, but in real life.
you just sit you down. You're like, after this, I never.
No. One thing I would say is if you feel tired, just take a break. I know like it sounds cliche maybe when you say to someone who has content creation as the main source of income, because if you take a break, then what?
Yeah.
Right? And also, guys, your space, like your breathing space matters. Your
Yeah.
followers won't forget you.
They will.
They were. And also, I'm one person. People always thought every day, my colleagues thought when I get home, I'm filming. No,
Yeah.
I will literally set a day, like a Saturday,
Yeah.
and film almost everything, right?
You guys thought I don't know what I'm talking about. I said to
Exactly.
you, batch creating.
Batch creating,
Nah?
and then I post through it. Then you can get to rest yourself. That's why I'm saying I was sleeping.
Yeah.
But you find that tomorrow I'm posting a content. Where did I shoot it?
But people are
It's
thinking
there
you're
on my
shooting
drive.
right there and
No,
there. And
yes.
they're thinking when they see you walking in the mall, it's not
What
that
a
time of the
girl.
month. Like,
No.
oh no, we just saw your video now. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
filmed like 6 days ago.
Yeah, that's what I
Nah?
do. I film in batch. So that, because I understand that sometimes you feel like doing nothing at all.
Absolutely
You don't want to
nothing.
film, you don't want to interact with anyone. You just
Yeah.
want to be on your own space. But because we need this bag and people, the brands need to see that you love what you're doing.
The first video I just posted it, Jay.
Yeah.
People started duetting the video.
Yes,
As
okay.
if I was talking to them.
them, yeah.
I'm like, okay, what is this?
What's this? Yeah, this is a whole nother
And
style.
then,
then that's how the Nana.
And then when I read the comments,
Okay.
people started saying, hey, these duets are keep these duets coming in.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what is a duet? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, this is something here. And then I started posting videos, and I would say, maybe just 2 seconds before the video ends,
Okay.
you need to duet.
Okay.
Put igama.
Yes.
And then people started duetting the whole thing. And a lot of people were duetting those videos.
Ne?
And then later on, the Rich Makoti
Yes.
started duetting my videos.
We love her. We can't wait to have her.
Shout out to you, Nana.
Yeah.
And then
The original Nana.
is she the original Nana?
Look, I feel that way, and that's just on me. So if it's not on you, that's fine. Comment in there who's the original,
Sure.
but she is.
She will forever.
She Kiena.
Anyway, she started duetting the videos.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
When I looked at those videos, I'm like, okay, this is very authentic.
Yeah. It was
This
so
looks so
real.
real. But now it became so overwhelming because it took South Africa by the storm.
Yeah.
Like it became so viral to a point where she was also overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Because now there were things I remember late 2023. There was a whole, I'll call it a campaign.
Yeah.
Where everyone
Or like
wanted us-
Lisakananing.
No, not even
Rinyala-
that. Rinyala
I remember
Lane.
there was even like a trending wedding where the TikTok wedding.
Wedding,
Yeah.
but no, let's create like a
Let's do it.
like the
Like the
KFC,
KFC wedding, yeah.
It's okay, no. And then some came, but let's okay, no, mina kono sisi or
Otoripayo, yeah, kono otoripayo, a cake.
mina I'm a caterer, I'll
Yeah.
make the cake and which
Yeah.
went so viral.
Yeah.
But remember now, this is someone, at least she was already there in the industry.
Yeah.
It was fairly new for me.
Yeah.
Of which the content worked for both of us.
Yeah.
We both, yes, she had more following.
Yeah.
And I was still an upcoming. But
Yeah.
we both, during that time, I'm not gonna lie to you, we both benefited. Shout out to that content.
For real.
But I continue with the content,
Yeah.
and we are here now.
Here we are. In part 2, we will continue. Today, Kibatla Kolefa, Bari Kapunga Mafu.
Amakabanchinchi.
Welcome. The Gaban changes is what we are busy with today. Gaban change. I love that. So, okay, let's talk about. This is probably going to be the second last question, though. So, what is your strategy when it comes to creating content? Because you create a very specific type of content, which is very authentic and real. And yes, sometimes it's something that, you want people to experience, or people want to experience, or to kind of show them, because you're kind of single. Or you are single. I can say and then slow it down. But no, what's your strategy in terms of, and I want this so that the creator that wants to continue to create content that feels and looks authentic, but it still has a strategy to it, right?
For me, what's really important is just being myself. Just being myself.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have creators that have walked the walk,
Yeah.
that have paved the way for newer content creators,
Yeah.
and that I draw inspiration from. But I don't try to be the next
Yeah.
Grace Mondlane.
I
I don't
love
try
that.
to be the next Alfie Sipo.
You weren't even trying to be Zeta.
Exactly. Do you understand?
You were just being.
I drew inspiration
from
from Seta because he's very authentic.
Yeah.
He loves love,
Yeah.
soft love, gentle.
Yeah.
I drew inspiration from
Yeah.
people like your Setas.
Yeah.
But I created my own content.
Yeah.
That's what that's the most important. That's the most crucial part of the whole content creation journey.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. What I've noticed with the newer creators, just because there's a Kwanzaa, just because there's an ABC and D who has over 1 million followers.
Yeah.
How am I going to get there? How will I get there? I remember, I think about 2 months ago, I stumbled across a video where TikTok was making fun of this lady who had posted a video saying that they said we must start. That was the caption. They said we must start.
Yeah.
10 videos down the line,
Yeah.
I'm still average on 150 views.
Yeah.
I commented on that specific video.
Yeah.
I said to that lady, try a different strategy. A strategy that works for me.
Yeah.
Google the best times to post on social media, whether it's TikTok,
I said
whether it's
this.
Instagram, whether it's
Yes,
whatever.
yeah.
Because my algorithm
Yeah.
will not be the same as your algorithm.
For sure.
Algorithm is not 24/7.
Yeah.
It's not gonna push because algorithm checks the best times where, or the times where people are most glued
The
to their
most
screens.
engaged. Yes.
Yeah, most engaged.
Yeah.
I said to her, please go that specific video after my comment.
Yes.
I just can't remember who that lady is.
Yeah.
And when I started seeing people commenting,
Yeah.
I went through those comments.
Yeah.
And people were saying, I tried this and it actually works.
Yes.
Even she actually DM'd me. It's like,
Yeah. Thank you.
you don't
Oh,
know me.
she
I don't
said the
know
whole
you,
thing.
but you've changed
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
because now I know the times that I need to post. I'll tell you about Mondays
Yeah.
between 7 and 8 p.m.
I hope you are writing this down. No?
For me, between 7 and 8 p.m. Because people are tired from the weekend.
people are-
they are not going to do anything on Monday. They're at
Exactly.
home by
Yeah.
7 and 8 p.m.
Yeah.
They are there.
Yeah.
Your video, chances of your video doing so great on
Yeah.
Monday at that time
Yes.
are high.
Yes.
I'm not saying you're going to get 1 million views.
Yeah, but
you-
the engagement might
The engagement
be higher.
will definitely be high.
Yeah.
Tuesdays, just go to Google and check. I don't know how other creators do it.
Yeah.
But this is how I do it. Whenever I post a video. As a result, when I post a video just randomly, it doesn't do well.
When you post it strategically.
Like when I know I've shot a beautiful video and I want to post it now. It's not gonna do
It's not
so.
gonna do well. You have to plan for it, Hanley.
And on social, what I've also picked up, you can literally be at an event, do your vlog and whatnot. You don't have to post it today.
Yeah. You don't.
We don't have to, because you're not advertising that event.
Correct.
You are showing us your vlog. You are showing.
That's
us your
really where you're
lifestyle.
gonna be able to show your authenticity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But one thing that a creator needs to be, well, especially the newer ones, because I'm sure I believe the older ones are aware of this.
Yeah.
Be careful. Always be careful of what you put out on social media when it comes to your private life. Don't put out everything on social media, because social media can also be it can be so vile.
Terrible.
It can be
It's
vile.
so
I
terrible.
was trending for my.
Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness! I was training for my carpet, but part 2.
That one, yeah, part 2. And I think I'm going to leave it right there. I love that you've just left it off with the advice to say, Uguti, be careful of what you post, how much you post. And you said an important thing that I hope people take away is research, because part of the research is knowing what time is best on which platform, because not all the platforms are going to be the same. So you need to know all of that stuff. Thank you for this. I will see you on part 2.
Thank
I have
you so much.
Quick random question. What is as PG as you can go, what is the weirdest DM that you've ever received? And I'm pretty sure that DMs
yesterday I received
a weird DM.
yes.
Okay.
It was a view once. Bye-bye.
Yeah. We've never had a guest even walk off set. It was a view once, and it is insane. Okay, that's perfectly fine. On part 2, we're gonna find out more about
The
this.
view once.
Guys, be careful. And now I will ask them these questions. If you send them the DMs, just know that one day the DMs are gonna end up on Creative
And
Information.
I will, if they continue sending me all viewers, I will name and shame.
Guys,
Because you know what?
yeah.
I once bumped into someone who actually busted his girlfriend in my DM.
In your
But
DMs.
fortunately, I don't
you
respond to
didn't
DMs.
respond.
I don't respond to DMs.
Otherwise, you would have
because-
caught hands as well.
Because these people screen record, these people
Yeah.
take screenshots.
Then they're gonna
post it back.
Then they post it back.
You understand?
Then you're gonna be in trouble.
Cloud chasing and
Of course, yeah.
you understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was at a club and they confronted me. I was
Hectic.
like, would you please go and
Ooh,
open?
let me-
Let's go.
yeah, let's.
What's your lady's handle?
handle?
Did I respond?
Totally dietsang. Totally dietsang. Kitole shapa, Luna. Kitole shapa. You're putting your whole lives in danger.
And hours.
And I will, because you could have just caught hands. What if that guy didn't actually like ask you, just punched you? So Kikibali, be careful. Please be careful. Okay, see you in part 2. That was today's Creator Conversation live from Content Creation Day, hashtag Creators Camp 2025, hosted by yours truly. Let's say so many big things are coming up. I have so many announcements. Go plenty. We are multiplier. But don't forget to like and subscribe and share. And we will see you on the other side. Bye.